Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Ellie and I just wanted to start this YouTube channel to vlog about my life and tell you about these experiences that I'm going through. I'm in my third year of university at Trent University in Peterborough. I'm studying environmental science and studies, and currently I just finished my third year, so I'm back at home in London and I'm working for the summer. But I have some really exciting news to share because in the next week and a bit, I am actually going on a trip to Laos in Southeast Asia, and I'm going with a group called VESA, Volunteer Eco Students Abroad. So basically I put in my application at the beginning of the year and I was one of the few lucky people that was accepted to go on this trip. And they take people from around the world and run these really interesting trips. So I will be embarking on that journey soon. We are going there as a volunteer mission, so when I'm there I'll be living on an elephant conservation center. So when I'm there we're going to be taking care of Asian elephants, which is their national animal of Laos, and we're trying to get them out of the logging industry and help rehabilitate them there. And then as well, we have a couple days where we'll be going into a small village there and teaching English to the students in the school area. And then as well, a couple days later, we'll be building a school too. The remainder of the trip has to do with a bit of touring around Laos as well. So we'll be going to different places. It's a very Buddhist community and country, so a lot of the things that we're going to be looking at are temples and looking at rice farms and things of that nature. Laos is fairly hidden in terms of not many tourists go to this area. It is right beside Thailand, so it's very secluded from the tourist industry because most people go to the neighboring countries. So I'm really excited to see this community, and I've just been learning more about it recently. Just before I head over there in the next little while. So it's really exciting, and I'd like to just start vlogging about my experience when I go there. So I will be vlogging my entire trip there and hopefully sharing most of that on YouTube. But I am going to be traveling very light because I have decided I'm just going to bring carry-on luggage, so I'll just be backpacking around. So everything that I've been bringing, I've been trying to cut down on the things that I think I need or will use, and making sure that it's all appropriate for the culture that we'll be visiting there. It is a fairly modest culture, so I want to make sure that I have the appropriate things to wear. We're gonna stick out anyways just because of how we look when we're over there, so you don't want to be rude or disrespectful when you're visiting these other kind of cultures, especially this being a very Buddhist kind of community, which will be super interesting because I haven't interacted with much of that before. So that's the exciting news that I have to share with you guys. I'm so excited for my trip and I can't wait to go. After I come back, I will be just editing videos and posting on YouTube kind of the things that I did there, things that I saw, what we did, and my experience of traveling over there. This will be the first trip that I've taken by myself, and although it is with a group to the most part, it's fairly individual as well, so I think it's a really good introduction into traveling, so I'm not just jumping in straight by myself. But a lot of it will be, heavily reliant on your individual self, right? And how you're gonna kind of move around and figure things out when you're traveling by yourself. And since I will be backpacking, that will be another thing that I haven't done before. So trying to pack light and packing appropriately for the different kinds of things that we'll be doing, because we are doing construction. We are working with the animals, and then we are working with the children, and then of course we are traveling into more of the towns and the Buddhist temples, so I want to make sure that I'm bringing, appropriate clothing in that kind of sense, and also things that are going to be good for the environment, right? So because we're in a very secluded area in the Elephant Conservation Center, a lot of the things that we're going to try and bring are going to be natural, biodegradable, sustainable. So I have soap bars that I actually made myself, and then shampoo bars that I got all package free, and from really local stores that I really want to support, doing really interesting things for the environmental movement. And as far as everything else, the clothes that I did get, because I got a couple more, I got like this, a top, which is like a short sleeve top, because so you have your shoulders covered, and then I did get a couple capri leggings so that I could work in them, but also they do cover your knees. And I got all of those secondhand because I wanted to make sure that I'm not, you know, producing more waste or going against the sustainability movement, when that's the reason why we're going to educate other communities about this. So yeah, I wanted to do this as sustainably as kind of possible. Obviously there's tons of room for improvement, but I didn't really want to be buying too many extra things to go on this trip. I don't think that's really necessary. I'm very excited to take you guys around with me and share this new journey in my life, and I think it's a good way to kind of start this YouTube journey. So I think it'll be really exciting. So stick around if you want to see how those trips go, what I do, what I get up to, and some of the amazing things that are going to happen, I'm sure, when I'm there. And yeah, hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more about what happens on my trip and just more about my life in general, because I will hopefully continue with this YouTube channel and my vlogs going throughout the next little while. So okay, I'll talk to you guys soon. Good morning, guys. I'm just getting ready now. It is Sunday. I'm just getting ready to leave. I'm driving up to Burlington today to see my sister. She's a dancer as well, so I'm going to watch her competition today. I'm super excited about it. And I did these space ones for like the first time that I'm wearing them out, and they're so cute, so I'm pretty excited about it. There's not too much else going on today. Oh, basically for my trip I learned a couple more things that I'm gonna have to do in terms of stuff to get. So the only things that I have left are basically just updating like a first aid kit and that kind of thing, and then looking for like an appropriate charger, because I need to change the like charger end so it can fit for like being in Asia rather than here, obviously. But other than that, we're basically all ready to go. I have my backpack, which I'll show you here. So I borrowed it, which is really nice because then I don't have to spend money on a backpack, because I know that I'm not planning like any other backpacking trips in the like near future, so there's really no point in buying like a $300 backpack when I don't have the money to spend on that right now. So it was super nice that I could borrow this one, and I basically have everything else ready, so I'm going to show you guys in the next couple days just packing all that stuff, trying to get it everything to fit properly, and making sure that I have all my other information. I got my e-tickets sent to me, so for boarding, so I have all my boarding information, and then basically when I check in a couple days before the flight, that's when I will get my tickets, and then yeah, that's basically everything, I mean. Okay, well, I have to run out now because I'm going to go drive to Burlington, and then I will be working this week and showing you guys all the other stuff that I'm packing. But yeah, stick around for later. Alright guys, so today I was basically just getting everything prepared, all my documentation and everything for what I need to travel. So I basically got out all of the stuff that I was looking through, all the paperwork and everything that I've printed out from the information from both the travel companies and the volunteer group that I'm doing this with. So this is me just looking through all of that documentation and rereading all the specifics to make sure that I have everything ready for my trip. I was looking through some of the flight information too, because I wanted to make sure that all of that was correct and that I had everything I needed, obviously. And then just going through a couple checklists of the certain things that I need to remember to bring when I'm there, and making sure that I have all of that stuff and that I can easily fit it and pack it in the backpack, which you'll see later, it all fits, but just barely, but I think I did pretty well with it. So just going through the checklist here of everything else that I need to bring. So as we're starting to pack, you'll see that I stacked my clothes in mostly organized piles, and then I put them in these Ziploc bags. And the reason I did that was because after I squeeze out all the air from them, they actually become a lot smaller than if you were to just pack your clothes, like just throw them all in the bag. I also packed a beach towel, obviously, for when we go swimming or anything like that. And then I have my raincoat for if the weather, it will be really warm, but if it gets any rainy or muddy or anything. Those were work gloves that I just threw in the bottom. And then I obviously packed a couple bathing suits. Don't need too many, obviously. They all dry and they're fine. I brought markers and stickers to give to the kids at the school. It's just a little donation thing that we can give to them when we get there, which will be super nice because they don't always have access to things like that. And then I brought my first aid kit, which I bought and has like a ton of stuff in it, and I also added some other pills and stuff that I needed. That was a battery pack and a flashlight. That's my little shower kit with my homemade soap bar and shampoo bar, and then just a razor. I packed my visor, which I always wear as my hat because, yes, my hat is really small, so visors just work better. And basically, my bag is pretty much full. It does close. I packed 2 other pairs of shoes as well, so I think I got basically everything that I need in there. This bungee cord was just on it. I just wanted to take it off because I don't really need to fly with it. And here it is, basically all done. It's fairly light. It's just a little bit awkward getting on, especially with the bracelet I'm wearing on my wrist, but it should be fine. It's fairly light, so I think I'll be good carrying it, and looks obviously fashionable with that DC sweater. Ooh, yeah, get it. Alright, well, here we go. I'm basically all ready for my trip, and I'll be leaving in the next couple days. Bye, everyone. Wish me luck.